Providing time and space for nursing women in the workplace is the law. Many employers have also found it is the right thing to do for a happier, more productive workforce. Women share their stories of how support from their employer made a difference for them and their families.
Research continuously comes out with additional benefits of breastfeeding. And so if we can help mothers to reach their breastfeeding goals, we're talking about families that are benefiting from the fact that mothers can reach their breastfeeding goals by being able to pump at work and extend the breastfeeding relationship.
Breast milk is the best thing for babies. Whether they're preterm, term, it just supplies them with the nutrients, the antibodies, the set them up for a good future. It can protect them against diseases later in life and just get them off to the right start. It's natural, it's human, your body naturally makes it, it's what we're supposed to do, and it comes naturally, your body's making it. So it's really what I wanted to give to my children, and it's also a wonderful bonding experience, obviously.
Well, being pregnant for the first time, I've done tons of research on, what is best for the baby, and for now, we've decided that breastfeeding is the healthiest option for our child, so we're really wanting to go that route.
During that time, I know within the first year, we didn't have any issues with her being sick, none of that, even with her being in daycare.
I actually shifted my entire job life, working life, in order to breastfeed my child because I feel it's that important for the health benefits, the bonding, the long-term effects.
I think it's mostly a personal choice and the convenience. I just wanted to be more closer to my daughter and give her more advantage of breast milk.
I was nervous about it. Would I be able to pump here? Would I be able to fit it into my schedule? Would I be able to make it work with our meetings and different things that we do during the day? And in the end, it's just a matter of trying to make it work for you and for your kids.
I was probably one of the very first users of the facility that we have, and so I actually nursed the equivalent of about 3 years, so it got a lot of use for me, and so I was really appreciative that I had a place and the flexibility. And it's nice because as a working mom, you don't want to have to choose between work and being able to nurse your child, and having an on-site facility like what we have really enabled me to do both.
And having the support, from my management, it really helped me a lot because it gave me the confidence to come back to work, a little bit early. And then I wanted to come back to work because I can breastfeed my kids and I can also, do my job, which I love so much.
There's definitely best of both worlds, and that's definitely something that I support and foster every day here at work. And when you're fulfilled at the workplace and when you feel that you have the resources and the support necessary, it makes you successful personally as well as professionally. Depriving one or the other, I feel, cannot create a balance or a harmony.
I know many people who were considering not coming back purely for the fact that they were nervous over the whole, how do I pump and how do I keep up, close to my child, and this center helps us do that.
I see even in this department more new mothers breastfeeding and asking for place and accommodation and asking ahead of time, not just when they return. And the feedback we're getting is all very positive, that everyone's excited about it. And I think the greatest benefit is that the employee no longer has to broach the subject and hope it's going to be okay. It's the employer starting the conversation and starting it with a message of support.
When I came back in August, I let my supervisor know that I would need an extra free period because I was breastfeeding and so I had to pump. And he was completely okay with it. They set up someone to take my kids on the days I don't have free periods. And so they worked really hard to make me comfortable and make it so it could be possible.
We want creative and innovative people. And if they feel like they're not being able to take care of their family, we don't get the creativity that we need. And so from a company standpoint, being very selfish, we really like creative people. And if there's something standing in the way, this is one of those things that we say we can remove that barrier and they can be as creative as they need to be.
We know that there is a return on investment. Of course, a lactation room is an investment about that big, but once these moms are back to work, they're not missing work in general. Their babies are going to be healthier. They're not going to be taking out a lot of sick days because we know that breastfed infants have a way better chance and that they're going to spend a lot less time in the doctor's office in most cases.
Don't be scared to ask your employers to pump at work. It's very healthy for your baby.
To get the support from the administrator was really, really critical because he was able to make me feel that family first, and that's what he kept saying to me. I'd come up to him before I even started asking the question, he'd say, family first. For example, when I was trying to figure out the logistics of my schedule, and I said, there's going to be a time where I'm teaching, but I have to get out to pump because, I don't want to go too long, I don't want it can't be too soon. Just family first, whatever we need, we can work out the arrangement. So the principal helped, and also helping to let us know and encouraging us.
If I hadn't been able to pump my milk, I would have stayed home because I had already made a decision to breastfeed my daughter for 6 months, and she was 3 months old, and I would have stayed home.
Knowing that there will be a lactation room available and make me actually make a decision to come back to work as early as 7th week. And my baby was born with 7 pounds. With breastfeeding, she was 10 pounds, was only 10 days old, and 2 months, 13 pounds. And last week we checked her, 4 months, 16 pounds. Our pediatrician says I did an awesome job.
It's just been a wonderful experience. I mean, I really love working here, and I thank God that they allowed me to breastfeed, my kids, here, and I was able to pump and do all the things that I needed to do to make sure that my kids were breastfed and they never had to use formula. So I feel really blessed about that.
You too can support nursing women at your business. Learn how to make it work at www.womenshealth.gov/breastfeeding/@-work. Supporting nursing women at work is good for business. 3-to-1 return on investment, helps recruit and retain good employees, lowers absenteeism rates, improves productivity, builds employee morale and loyalty. Funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office on Women's Health. HHS has designed these videos solely for the purpose of providing examples of the ways businesses accommodate nursing women. Please contact your state labor department to assure that solutions comply with your state laws. HHS does not imply endorsement of any one strategy for compliance with the break time for nursing mothers provision of the federal law. All persons pictured in these videos have provided permission for use of their likeness for federal purposes only. Commercial business scenes do not imply endorsement by HHS.